Hello, friends. Welcome to Humanology 2365. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, let's do some stretching. I did some running and showering. That's good. Yeah, I did some running and showering. Now let's do exercising and stretching. Okay. All right. Let's do some squat, okay? So, wow, that's good. Okay. Hmm. This water tastes weird. This one's better. It's just like algae developing in the bottom of the plastic cup. That's yeah, what it is. Can't get stale. Okay. All right. Ah, okay. Now let's do martial arts, knee kick. Okay. All right. Ah, 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 mm, mm, mm. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, 5 minutes break. Thank you. Yeah, good exercises. Nice. 5 minutes. Thank you. Woo. Hey. Okay, slightly windy. Nice. Yeah, it's springtime in Alaska. Yeah, came to Alaska early this year. Nice. Snows are melting. Good. Oh, how do you do? Ah, how's that? Better? Huh. Uh, yeah. So again, we are taking a break from mathematics. So let's just talk about random stuff. Let me get some thumbs. Ah, okay. So I'm an alumnus of Michigan Law School, so I get this monthly Michigan Law magazine and interesting story. This back in 1930s, there's this Chinese gentleman paying visit to University of Michigan, not the law school though. He studied some engineering and like government administration. Okay, and then but one Michigan law graduate who works in Japan. He's Michigan law school alumnus. He works in Japan as an American, so he's expatriate. And he found a photo in his house. His grandmother taking a photo with a Chinese gentleman. Okay, yeah, okay. So he investigated who's this Chinese gentleman. Okay, so he traced back in America, like archives or several universities that he attended as a foreign student, and then the Chinese gentleman went back to China back in 1930s, and then so this Michigan Law School graduate guy, he went to China and enlisted some help in the Chinese social media because a lot of Chinese people they speak good English, just like South Koreans. Okay, North Koreans, I'm sure they speak good English too. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so he found some friends and the surviving members of this Chinese gentleman's family. Yeah, so that was nice, interesting. Okay, yeah, that was cool. The YouTube documentary about it. Okay, so yeah, I watched like 3/3 of that, not 3/3, no, 3/4 of that this morning. Next morning, yeah, I continue to watch it. Okay, as I eat breakfast. Another story. As I was driving back from work. Oh, was I going to work? I think it was maybe lunchtime during the work. I not during the work. 1 hour lunchtime around noon. Yeah, there's this story in NPR. Okay, uh, just let me look up a term really. Sephardic Jews, are they Iberian Peninsula? Sephardic Jews. Okay, Sephardic. Okay, so like in like Wikipedia, there's basically three kinds of Jewish people. Of course, there are more kinds. Okay, but famous ones, yeah, Sephardic Jews, they're Jewish people in Iberian Peninsula, which is like Spain and Portugal, and then Ashkenazi Jews, they're European Jews. It has nothing to do with Nazism, okay? Yeah, Ashkenazi Jews, nothing to do with Nazism, okay? They're European Jews, okay? Yeah, and then Mizrahi Jews, they're Middle Eastern Jews, Arabic Jews, okay? Yeah. So in some not so nice regime in Syria, that's North Africa, kind of part of Middle East, they expelled all the Jews in the Syria. Okay, so not so nice regime. Okay, so and those Mizrahi Jews in Syria, they migrate to America. Okay, I would like welcome to America because Jewish people they're smart. Okay, so they will great asset to America. Okay, and then but then regime change, quite recent regime change in Syria. Now better leader, so they start to welcome back uh, Jewish people who used to live in Syria. Okay, yeah, so some of them went back to Syria from America. Okay, isn't that surprising? Yeah. So I guess they missed the place that they grew up in Syria. I'm sure Syria is a great country. Okay, so it's just they have some political issues there. Okay, but it's getting better. Okay, yeah. Okay. Mm. What else? Yeah, the K-pop band, Cookie. Well, that's their song. New Jeans. Yeah, the music video. Okay, I think it's five female ladies, I think. But two of them making eye contact to each other and smiling, genuine smile because they're friends too, right? Not they're not acting, they're genuinely smiling because they're good friends. Okay, beautiful scene during that music video. Okay, nice, very nice, beautiful friendship, very humane. Okay. Also, another K-pop band, 50/50, their song Cupid. Great, great dancing, yeah, yeah. And so do the two all-female bands. Also, yeah, 소녀시대, the girls' generation. Yeah, I like that band too. All girl, all-female K-pop bands. I think one of many reasons that K-pop have been so popular recently is that they, they just look young. I mean, they're over 18 years old, but they look younger than that. Okay, look, I'm 47. I look younger than that many times. Okay, I think that's why K-pop have become one of the main reasons K-pop became popular. And some of their music, yeah, high quality. Yes, choreography and music. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm? There's some Korean movies like Hallyu, the Korean Wave, or TV shows. I was impressed. Okay, some of them are very, very high quality. Yes, the recent ones, like made in like not like back in like 1980s, 1990s. There are great TV show movies there too. Okay, the movies, TV show, Korean movies, TV show I grew up with. Oh, there are many good ones. Okay, but I'm talking about modern, recent ones like 2011 and after that. Okay, so around there, I was impressed. Okay, yeah, yeah. The Parasite movie, that was fun. Yeah, I thought it was a hype. He got Academy Award. I thought it was hype. Parasite movie. They got Academy Award in America. Took it all spoken in Korean language. That was a surprise. But I did watch it, Parasite movie, and I was impressed. I liked it actually. Okay, but at first I thought it was. I was kind of jealous a little bit because I'm also a filmmaker. They did not give me a Academy Award for it. Therapy for mental for a movie. Okay, doesn't matter though. But yeah, so I thought it was just hype past that movie. Okay, but it got. I did watch it in like Amazon Prime, and I liked it. It was fun. Mm, mm. Of course, the House of Bluebird. Yeah, one of my favorite modern Korean TV shows. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I watch it after the humanology show. Okay. Yeah, eating dinner. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Cheers. Happy Tuesday. Yeah. After I ran, I didn't run too long, but I did run, and then I took a shower. Okay. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah. I used to like one shower and then one bath, washing twice per week, but I realize it's not enough. These days, I shower twice, bathing once. So I wash 3 times a week, okay? Like I take a shower on Tuesday night, Thursday night, and I take full bath on Sunday night, okay? Well, sometime in Sunday. Yeah, so what they recommend is like bathing or shower about 2 to 3 times a week, okay? Yeah. In my case, 3 times is better. Why? If I wash 2 times a week, hair become too greasy and smelly. Yeah, so. Hmm. Yeah, good times. So yeah, these days I just give every day my best, right? Yeah. Uh, New job in Anchorage. Yeah, commute. I enjoy it actually. Yeah, going there, driving back. I get to see the scenery or light posts, like passing by. It's beautiful, beautiful. Other drivers, yeah, sometimes some drivers drive quite fast, but I learned that they're not bad people, not always. Okay, yeah. There's a this morning on the side of this shoulder of the right lane, there's some two police officer cars, and I think it was speeding ticket. Okay, it was not an accident. Okay, so but all the right laners needed to move to the left lane. Okay, and the left laners they did yield. Okay, so yeah, they're not bad people. It was nice interaction. Okay. Yeah, I driving. It's not like I do not mind driving. I actually enjoy driving. Okay, it's like traveling. Looking, interacting with people in the road on the road and scenery. I enjoy it because I love traveling. Okay, so yeah, I enjoy it. It's a plus. Okay, cheers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bye, Miss Bell. Okay, thank you. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, some interesting stories. Like, yeah, so, you know, legal industry, they do what's called billable hours, okay? So, I mean, in my previous job, yeah, we did do that time sheet, but informally though, like in a Excel sheet, okay? So, but in the new job, it's more formalistic, okay? So, it was interesting. I thought I worked so long hours, although I took breaks in between, because, you know, it's like eating food. I do not eat a lot at one time. I eat about 5 times a day, small amount each time, okay? To protect my digestive system, okay? To not overburden it. It's recommended, okay? Yeah. So working to me is like eating, okay? I do not work long hours at once, okay? No, I take frequent breaks during the show, right? Humanology show. When I work, yeah, it's not like 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off. No, it's not like that. But maybe about what 1 hour and then short break, then next hour short break, something like that. Okay, so the billable hours it exclude all the in between breaks. So I thought I worked for 5 hours, but turned out that the actual amount of hours, the billable hours, it's like 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, I was like, hey, that was funny. So I go to work early and leave work late. Not too late. Today I worked until like 7 p.m. around. Started working about 8 a.m. But it's not like I was working the entire day, like 1 hour lunch break and between work in the morning, in the afternoon. Yeah, I do take breaks, like take a walk around the building or even inside the building. Yeah, outside the building, yeah, look at the trees. I saw moose in the parking lot. This moose was nice moose, okay? I guess very friendly moose. It was in between two cars. Oh, how nice. It's not too big a moose, but slightly more, maybe young adult moose, okay? So long. Moose, they're mostly solitary, okay? Mm. Sometimes they hang out with each other too, okay? But mostly they uh, solitary animals, moose, okay? It was nice in the parking lot in Anchorage. Like between two cars, there's this moose. Yeah, oh, what a beautiful animal. Uh, and he was very friendly. Okay, I did not go close. No, I respect the distance, space. But we did make eye contact. That moose and me. Okay, was it male moose or female moose? I do not know. Mm. But even female moose are solitary unless they have some babies. Child moose. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Kind of young adult moose. Yeah. Yeah, and during my breaks, just walking around the parking lot and look at the trees, sky, clouds, breathe fresh Alaskan oxygen. Nice. It's like take a break when I can't feel sleepy. Okay, yeah, just taking a walk, stretch a little bit, stretch my back, shoulder, and neck. Fresh air. Yeah. That is, I mean, the highway is not that far away from the building, but still. Lucas Anchorage, okay? Yeah. Yeah, just take a walk, look at the sky, cloud, trees. And today, yeah, moose. Nice. Yeah. Then I took like 5, 10 minutes break. I go back to work and yeah. Now I'm awake. Yeah. What if I feel sleepy when I drive back home from work? I exit the highway and go to supermarket, okay? Yeah. And walk around inside the supermarket and buy some items. Right? Yeah. Yeah. That wakes me up. Yeah. Interact with people. Oh yeah. In the supermarket. Like in Chugach. Okay? Great town, okay? Yeah. Hmm. Sometimes in the parking lot, yeah, I two boiled eggs. Yeah. That I pack for lunch. Yeah. Hmm. But in the morning, yeah, I stop by before going to work in Anchorage. Yeah, I stop by Fred Meyer's every morning. Okay, because they sell great food. Okay, great culinary artists. Yeah, nice in Anchorage. Okay, so nice. Yeah, great culinary artists. Okay, yeah, yeah. So as a breakfast, sometimes during lunchtime. Okay, yeah. Where do I have my lunch? During lunch hour in my car. Okay, yeah. Sometimes a parking lot, other times in a park. Okay, yeah. Mhm. Yeah. So when it comes to moose, uh, male moose, female moose, male moose have antler during the summer. Female moose well, even during the winter sometimes. Okay, but typically they shed the antler in the autumn or early winter. Okay, so but male moose, female moose, they are both aggressive, and female moose aggressive, especially when they have child moose. Okay, yeah. For male moose, yeah, they was a solitary, except yeah, sometimes they form a herd by chance. Okay, they get along with each other pretty well. Like just hanging out. Well, yeah, but male moose, yeah, during the mating season, yeah, they fight each other. Okay, but just single male moose, I've seen some aggressive ones. Yeah, lone female moose, I've seen some aggressive ones. Okay, but they're quite territorial and solitary. Okay, yeah, they want their space. Okay, so both males and female mooses. Okay? It's just the way they are. So when a moose see people, they look at that person, okay, kind of gauging, is this person nice or bad? But at the same time, it's a warning. Yeah, do not come too close to me. I want my space. Okay. Yeah, they look at people like that. Okay, so. So sometimes, when I see moves, I have done this before. Okay, like I start making some arm stretching like this or dancing even. When I do that in front of a moose or two mooses, they just look at me, but they don't seem very entertained. To be honest, they don't seem very amused. Okay, and they don't get scared at all. Because I try to like look myself very big, like this. For moose, they don't run away when I do that. They didn't. I did it about twice in the past. Okay, and like this, they do not run away. They don't get scared. They just continue to look at me, standing still. Okay, they don't even move. Moose. When I do this, like try to look big because that's what they recommend when we see a bear, right? But when it comes to moose, when I do this, they do not move. They do not run away. They don't get scared. They just stand still and continue to look at me. They don't even smile or laugh. Okay. Yeah. Horse. Yeah, some scientists found that horses, they're kind of like people. They have facial expression. They laugh, they smile. Okay. The kind of communication between horses. Okay. They have facial expressions. Horses. Okay. Some British scientists wrote those articles. I recently read the news. Okay. In the internet. Moose, they're not like horses. Okay. They don't really have facial expression. Okay. They're interesting animals. Moose. They're fun, but they can be dangerous. Okay, so do not get too close to any wild animals like big wild animals like moose. Okay, because uh, moose, yeah, not just moose, yeah, deer, elk, bison, whatever big animals out there. Okay, wild animals, they can be very aggressive and dangerous. Even deer can be very aggressive and dangerous. Okay, so, yeah, so do not get too close. Okay. They're quite unpredictable because they're not like people, okay? So they have their emotions, wild animals, okay? But as human beings, it's not easy to read their facial expression, body gesture, their emotion. It's difficult to read them. What kind of emotion do they have? Are they happy? Are they angry? It's not easy to tell. Because not humans, they're wild animals, right? They have different body language. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That's why it's unpredictable for us. Difficult to read their mind, their emotion. Okay. Yeah. So safe distance from wild animals. Okay. Yeah. Big one. Big animals. Okay. So time check. Yeah, it's been less than 1 hour. Okay. 5 minutes break. Thank you. Uh, okay. Very cool. Uh, so in Alaska, there's this wild animal sanctuary. It's enclosed. It's like a zoo, but uh, where is it? It's not in Anchorage, but yeah, we have Anchorage Zoo. Yeah, I've been there many times. But there's another kind of like zoo, like wild animal sanctuary. Where is it? It's near Gardu. Okay. Yeah, south of Anchorage. About about 30 minutes south of Anchorage, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I've been there too. Okay. So there's some moose in the enclosure with the fence line, and I went there maybe 9 years ago, something like that. Okay. And some visitors to that place fed the moose with some fresh tree branches and with leaves. Yes, it was very friendly moose. Okay, so some visitors even touched them. Okay, across the fence. Okay, that was nice. Moose didn't mind. Okay, but that particular moose was in a good mood and happened to be a friendly moose to people. Okay, they're used to people. Some of them are. Well, I'm sure all moose in Anchorage know about people, but some are not friendly. Some are friendly, okay. Also, based on their mood, okay. Yeah. They have emotions too. Okay. One time when used to work in J-Bear, there's a military base, okay. Also, the Department of Military and Veteran Affairs, this Alaska State Government Agency. I used to work there as a computer programmer for 3 years. Okay, it's no Northern Anchorage, okay, so military base, okay. I worked as a civilian, okay. So about yeah, 10 to 7 years ago, 3 years, okay, yeah, yeah. So inside is a big base, okay. So inside the base, yeah, there are bears. There are like all kinds of wild animals in Alaska, okay. The bears, there are moose, okay. So, yeah, mhm. It's a big base, okay. And I think they may have some kind of system so that wild animals can get inside and outside the base. Some kind of revolving door, kind of gate, a little bit, okay. So okay. I don't know the details though. Okay, so, which is next to Glen Highway. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe do they have some tunnels for wild animals so that they can go across the hi- Glen Highway to the Chugach Mountain range? I don't know. Maybe they have something like that. Okay, so but it's a military base. Okay, so maybe they keep it a secret. I don't know. But they have cameras in those places. Okay, yeah. So about 8 years ago, when I worked as a computer programmer in JBL, okay, joint uh, based Emmendorf and Richardson, JBL, JBR, okay, so Northern Anchorage, okay. It was my break time, okay, so yeah, it was just maybe lunch break. I was in my parking lot maybe that after lunch, and I saw this male moose chasing female moose. I think it was like summer season, maybe spring. I don't know when their mating season is. I don't know. Okay, so female moose running and male moose chasing the female, and the male moose in a rut, meaning it's like it's mating season. Okay, so and the male moose stopped running, stopped chasing the female moose, and stopped running, stopped chasing the female moose. Then that male moose looked at me. Okay, and that male moose has been chasing this female moose. So that male moose was salivating. Okay, and the man will stop chasing, stop running, and it looked at me. How far away? I don't know, maybe 10 feet away. It was not that far away. It was not that close either. Okay. So we made eye contact for what, 2 to 3 seconds, I guess. And then male moose continue to chase the female moose. Okay. So why did that male moose stop chasing that female moose and stop running and standing there and then looked at me for like 3 seconds? Okay. Perhaps the male moose might have thought that I am his competitor, or maybe that male moose wanted to take a break from all that running, chasing, just take a break, or okay, yeah. Look, I'm straight, okay, so and yeah, okay, so okay, yeah. But that was interesting. Yeah, true story. So yeah, so do practice martial arts, so social skill, communication skill too. Okay, welcome to human school. Now, 단책? This has been lesson 101. Maybe next time when I see a moose, maybe I'll start singing to see some reaction. I'm not recommending people doing this, okay? What I'm saying is that's what I would like to do. But I'm not recommending people to do this because moose can be dangerous, okay? But next time I see a moose, maybe in my yard or something, maybe I'll start singing. Safety distance though, okay? I'm just curious about their reaction. How would moose react? Yeah, I did dance in front of moose before, but no reaction whatsoever. But what if I sing in front of moose? Okay, because I watched some YouTube video clips where people like play violin, play guitar, and sing in front of some animals. But most cases, they're like domesticated animals. Okay, so I guess some of those animals enjoyed it maybe. But how about wild moose, not domesticated? How would they react if I sing a song in front of them with safety distance though, right? So that I can run away when he start chasing me. I think I might try that next time I see a moose. Okay, but I do not want there to be other people. Just maybe in my yard sometime. Okay, so yeah, just wondering. But typically moose, they're like have all the time in the world. Okay, so they just when I see a moose make eye contact, just they just continue to look at me. Okay, so after a while, I get bored, just I look away and walk away. Okay, because I got a job to do. I gotta get back to my work after break or lunch break, whatever. Okay. Even after work, yeah, I got things to do at my home. So what? Moose, they have all the time in the world. Okay, they're vegetarian animals. There are plenty of plants in Alaska. So I guess they just like enjoy looking at people, huh? Like making eye contact with people. But they just they just want to continue to look at human presence. Okay. Like staring contest, maybe, okay? Like, so, but other occasions when I met some other moose, they're busy, okay? They're going somewhere, right? Yeah, so they just would pass me by or they wouldn't pay attention to me, just continue to munching the tree branches or tree barks or tree leaves, grass, whatever. Okay, yeah. But moose, I have not seen moose eating grass on the ground. The moose I've seen in Alaska, they mostly eat like tree branches, like at the tip, soft tree branches, like twig, shoots, leaves, or bark, tree bark. They love that stuff. Okay? They love good stuff. Okay, but I don't think I've seen moose actually eating grass on the ground. I haven't seen one. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. But the moose I saw earlier today, I think it's doing lunch breaks. Maybe morning break, whatever. Okay. Yeah. Beautiful animal. Okay. Yeah. Just beautiful. I enjoyed watching it. Okay. It was standing between two cars in the parking lot. Okay. In Anchorage. Oh, how nice. It's very friendly. But I did not get too close. Okay. How many feet away? Eh, 20, 30 feet away, I guess. Urban moose in Anchorage. Yeah, nice. It's a park in Alaska. Yeah. Wild animals. Yeah. Park visit, like plus, okay. It's something we enjoy. It's nice. Look, it's not recommended, but I've heard some Alaskan people actually feed wild moose with like their vegetables, like carrots, okay. I've heard about it. Maybe some YouTube videos, okay. So yeah, but it's not recommended, okay. The moose, that's just too big. And they have tempo sometimes. They can be dangerous, okay? So, and they're very strong and they can be very fast. Okay, so yeah, like big animal, wild animals like moose, bison, bear, deer, elk, the big wild animals, it's not recommended. Some in some states it's even illegal to feed them, okay? But I heard some stories. Alaskans hand feeding carrots to wild moose. I heard about it. Yeah. But it's not recommended though. Okay, so would I feed a moose with my vegetables in the refrigerator? No. Why? I want to eat the vegetables that I bought from supermarket. I want to eat it myself. Okay. Uh, because I'm not that wealthy. I'm middle class. Okay, so I'm very frugal person, okay, but yeah, tempted. It's been 1 hour, okay, so yeah, let's ventilate. Okay, yeah, get some oxygen in the room. Sure, sure, we can do that. Yeah. Well, okay. Uh, okay. Okay, so let's wrap it up for tonight, okay? Because I had another long day, and yeah, my day was long, but I took breaks in between, so everything's fine, okay? So now it's like 10:30 p.m., okay? I gotta get back to work tomorrow. All right, so yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Thank you. Yeah, mighty proud future leaders. Thank you for your service, contemporary professionals, and thank you for your mentorship, past masters, seniors. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, be ambitious. Okay, yeah, exercise and diet, martial art education, academy. Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow.